Mary from Vidor has questions about replacement floors.
They're going into her 1947 pier and beam home, Tom. And Mary writes, a third of the house is attached to a slab that was a carport. Over the years, we've filled in the yard with sand, which made the rain pool under the house. And we replaced some rotted floor after Rita, along with the top of the house that was crushed by pine trees, but replaced it again last year because it was incorrectly put in. Mary's middle name is Lucky.
Okay.
Anyway, then
hello.
Along comes Harvey with just enough water to squish up between what's left of our 70-year-old hardwood floors. As you can see for yourself what she's in, and that's a squished up stuff. That is just heartbreaking to see.
This happens with the hardwoods.
Those beautiful old hardwoods. I'm so sorry for you, Mary. My question is, with all that moisture keeping in and rolling up under our floors and all these moisture problems that she knows she's going to keep having, what's the right floor for this kind of environment, Tom?
Well, quite frankly, tile floors are one of my favorites when it comes to something like this. The problem with any kind of floor you have on a pier and beam, you see that subfloor, how it's all greenish?
Yeah.
No matter what happens, even if you put tile on there, you'd still have to pull it up to dry out the subfloors if you got that much water in there. So pretty much can have whatever you want because nothing is going to be permanent in this situation.
As soon as they get some more water under there, they're going to have to pull it up.
Well, it's that subfloor, and the subfloor eventually will rot if you don't let it dry out, and then you're going to be pulling up structure too.
That's not good.
And that's not a good thing. So there's not a great answer for that one. If it was concrete, I'd have a better answer, but for a subfloor and wood, no.
So maybe she wants to think about an engineered wood that's easier to pull up. And what about the vinyl floors?
Well, and that's glued down. You still have to come up. It's got to dry. But here's my biggest issue with the whole question, Charlie. They're putting sand around so the water's pooling under the house.
Hello.
Drainage systems. You need to start thinking about draining that water and not puddling that water into the house and thinking it's not going to build because it'll build. That's a bad detail.
You have a question? Send it our way at HomeShowRadio.com. Or you can watch more answers here. Be sure and subscribe.